For centuries, the Galactic Council maintained a strict decree. Humans were forbidden from participating in interstellar warfare. It was an uneasy truce, born from fear and caution. The countless civilizations of the galaxy had seen what happened whenever humanity's warriors were unleashed: ruthless efficiency, unpredictable tactics, and a ferocity that defied reason. Humans were simply too dangerous. The ban was absolute and enforced with vigilance. Human soldiers were barred from conscription, their ships excluded from joint fleets, and their tactics blacklisted. The Council's official reasoning was that humans upset the delicate balance of power and threatened the fragile peace that bound the stars. Despite the ban, Earth thrived in relative peace, focusing on exploration, technology, and diplomacy. Many believed that the ban kept humans in check, preventing what might otherwise become an unstoppable force. But peace in the galaxy is a fragile thing, and sometimes, when all hope seems lost, the truth emerges. In the Outer Rim, the Norath expanse had become a battleground for the rebellion against the oppressive Kaldran Empire. The Kaldrans were merciless conquerors, ruling with iron fists and brutal war machines that crushed entire worlds beneath their tracks. Rebel forces, a motley assembly of different species and cultures, fought desperately but were slowly being ground down. When the Galactic Council decreed no humans would be allowed to aid the rebellion, many hoped for a diplomatic resolution. But none came. The Kaldrans advanced, capturing system after system. Hope faded. Commander Eric stood on the bridge of the Liberty, the flagship of the rebel fleet, his face etched with exhaustion and frustration. His people were losing. A comm message interrupted the tension. "Commander Eric, this is Earth Command. We have a proposal," the voice said. Eric frowned. Earth? Humans? Their involvement was banned. "We know the ban," the message continued, "but the situation is dire. The Kaldrans cannot be stopped by conventional means. We are sending a contingent to assist you. No strings, no politics. Just effective help." Eric's first instinct was skepticism, but desperation won out. A week later, human soldiers arrived aboard the battered rebel fleet. They were an unusual sight, diverse in appearance but united in purpose. Their armor was sleek, designed for adaptability and mobility. Their weapons were advanced but practical, tested in countless conflicts on Earth. Among them was Captain Mark, a veteran with calm confidence. His presence radiated leadership, and his soldiers moved with a discipline that immediately improved rebel morale. The humans wasted no time. Their tactics were unlike anything the rebels had seen. Fast, unpredictable, and brutally effective. In the first engagement, human squads infiltrated Kaldran outposts, disabling communications and sowing chaos. Their small units struck quickly and vanished before the enemy could react. The Kaldrans, accustomed to overwhelming firepower and rigid battle plans, were confused and disoriented. Admiral Grell, commander of the Kaldran forces, was furious. "These humans fight without honor," he growled in a council meeting. "They break all rules. They are an abomination on the battlefield." He ordered a massive counterattack to crush the human-led rebels once and for all. But humans were ready. Captain Mark coordinated a defense that combined guerrilla warfare with precision strikes. The rebel fleet, reinforced by human pilots flying, swift, agile fighters, ambushed the Kaldran ships in unexpected places. The Kaldrans lost dozens of vessels in a single week, a blow unheard of in their military history. The Galactic Council observed these developments with alarm. The ban on humans had been clear for a reason. Not because humans were weak, but because they were extraordinarily dangerous. Their refusal to fight by the expected rules, their creativity in combat, and their relentless will to win made them a force unlike any other. Council members debated whether to intervene or allow the rebellion's shift in power. But it was clear, humans were changing the tide of war. During a crucial battle near the planet Rallus, Captain Mark led a daring assault on a heavily fortified Kaldran base. Using advanced cloaking technology, his teams bypassed perimeter defenses and infiltrated the command center. Within hours, the base was in rebel hands, and key Kaldran warships lost their coordination, drifting helpless in orbit. The victory shattered the Caldron grip on the sector and inspired a wave of rebellion across neighboring systems. In a final confrontation, Admiral Graal personally led a massive fleet to crush the rebels at the Nebulon Rift. The battle was brutal and desperate. Human pilots engaged the Caldron warships in dogfights, weaving through enemy fire with uncanny skill. On the surface, human squads disabled key weapons installations. Despite overwhelming odds, the rebel fleet held firm. At the battle's climax, Captain Mark's squad targeted the Caldron flagship, a massive dreadnought called the Iron Fang. Using stealth and precision, they penetrated the ship's defenses and planted explosives in its engine core. The resulting explosion crippled the flagship, turning the tide decisively. The Caldrons retreated. The rebellion was saved. After the battle, Commander Eric addressed the Galactic Council via HoloLink. "The humans proved why they were banned," he said. "Not because they are reckless or dangerous in the wrong way, but because their strength, ingenuity, and determination can break the galaxy's status quo. They fight not just for victory but for survival and freedom." Council representatives sat in stunned silence. Captain Mark's final message before returning to Earth was simple. "We did what was necessary. Humans don't fight because they enjoy war. They fight because they refuse to accept oppression. We hope the Council understands now why the ban existed and why it should be reconsidered." Back on Earth, leaders discussed the consequences. The ban had been rooted in fear, but the reality was that humanity's resolve made them unpredictable and powerful allies, or dangerous enemies. As Earth's fleets prepared for future missions, the galaxy watched. Humans had stepped onto the battlefield once more, and their impact was undeniable. In the vast reaches of space, where peace had seemed fragile and war inevitable, one truth emerged. Humans were not merely participants in the galactic struggle. They were a storm to be reckoned with.